Oh, the millennials and the Gen Z, they're lazy. They don't want to work. They're scared of hard work. That's why they can't afford a home. Says the baby boomers and a motherfucker like Dave Ramsey. Don't you get tired of hearing shit like that? My name Ray, channel Real Estate with Ray, and in this video, I'm about to tell you the truth of why you cannot buy a house in the year 2024. And it's really not what you think it's all about from what people say on the internet all the time. Hey, if you're new to the channel, this is a channel where I give you my experience from real estate, tell you what not to do, give you some tips, some news in real estate. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started into this video. Now, one of the factors that prevents people from buying a home so easily versus what they did in years is three things you want to compare. You want to compare the median home prices, and then the median household income, and then the interest rates in today's market. Now, what I like to tell people is people tend to try to tell millennials, younger millennials and Gen Z, they need to go ahead and buy a home right now. The rates are low, blah, blah, blah. But see, here's the thing. Back in around the 75 or even earlier than that, interest rates were high and the home prices were low. And then when the market started, as the years went by, the interest rates started getting lower and then the prices got high. And now in today's market, the biggest difference is the interest rates are high and the prices are high. So it's very difficult for somebody to get into a home right now in this particular market. And these particular graphs right here show exactly what I'm talking about. If you compare these two graphs, you see how the interest rates was low at one point, going from bottom to top, and then you see how the homes were from top to bottom. The next reason people can't afford a home, motherfuckers simply can't afford nothing. You simply just can't afford anything. You have inflation that you're dealing with. You got to worry about kids and their student loans. Then you have jobs that are unstable and they're not really paying like they should be paying, or they're outsourcing their jobs overseas, or they're replacing it with AI. So that's not really helping. And then trying to stay at 30% of your income, which is like the golden rule for paying rent or mortgage, 30% of your income, shit, good luck with that. And then I saw a chart that showed the economic growth output for the different generations. And I want to throw this chart up right here. And as you can see, the millennials, we're fucked. You have the baby boomers, the Gen X, the silent generation, and all these other generations that basically have been able to benefit greatly from the economic output throughout all of these years. And we're the generation to get hit with the most things. And then the last thing why people can't afford anything, I just want to paint a picture, and I don't want this to sound like an excuse. Matter of fact, fuck all y'all, because it's not an excuse. This is what's happening with us millennials. You have all the shit that we went through, from the dot-com bubble to the housing market crash to 9/11 to the pandemic, and the number one thing people don't talk about, what's happening a lot more nowadays, these corporations are buying out these properties and they're putting it back on the market. And I want to steer this next particular topic, this next reason why it's hard to buy a home in 2024, on that particular thing with these corporations. Now, Ray, you're giving me all these different problems. You're telling me all this stuff. I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should buy a home. I don't know if I should go rent. Well, look, I'm gonna just tell you, I'm gonna throw up in the card somewhere in the video. I made a video about why I think that the biggest confrontation with people is buying a house versus renting. And that'll tell you and give you all the information you need to determine what you want to do. But I would say, here's a few solutions that you could do outside of all this negativity. Go lease to own. At least when you lease to own, you're going into a property where you are technically renting it out for a period of time, and you have the option to purchase the home after a period of time that you've negotiated with the seller. So if you've done lease to own contract for 3 years, and over a year you've paid $100,000 into a $300,000 home, now the mortgage that you need to pull on a property is going to be $200,000 and not necessarily $300,000 on a property. Now you can buy some land. That's another solution. Buy some land and build your home. I'm in the market of Atlanta, Georgia, where a 2,000 square foot home, building it on the high end, could probably run you $200 a square foot. That means you'll be all in around $400,000 for that particular home, brand new. And houses right now are selling on the market for that price. That's the median home price in Atlanta right now. And it's selling for that. And the homes were built in 1950 and they're about 1,200 square feet or maybe even less. And then the last thing, like a lot of people been doing, just go stay with your mama. I don't care. Hey, to all my fellas out there, if females out here talking about, oh, you broke, you can't afford nothing, fuck that. This market's fucked up. They they probably staying with their mama too. It's the best decision that you go stay with your parents, because paying for rent and mortgage is out of control. Rents is $2,000 minimum. And if you're paying anything less than that, you in the hood. And then mortgage rates are out the roof right now. So it's probably best to stay with your parents still, or even go maybe roommate with a bunch of other people, 3-4 other people, where your mortgage is $2,000, but between 4 people, y'all paying $500. So that's my solutions for this whole situation. I'm sorry for the bearer of bad news. I gave you some solutions. Hopefully it helps. I'm just gonna leave it at that so I don't make you go cry in the corner any worse than you already have to. I'm finna go do that myself right now. Deuces until the next video.